am going to set my timer for the duration of this panel. Your goal is to solve the mysteries of Action Castle. To do so, I will talk to you first. I will then pause. You, in turn order of the line, will go and speak your response into the microphone. I will repeat it and tell you what happens. At that point, whoever talked in the microphone goes to the back of the line. And then we continue again, and again to see who truly knows how to solve the mysteries of Action Castle. Waiting for 1 minute, I'm obligatory allowed to do. Here goes. Loading game.
Damn, I'm out of Pepsi.
Welcome to the adventures of Action Castle. You are in a small cottage. There's a fishing pole here. Exits are out.
Open the exit. Go outside.
Grab your pole.
I don't understand go.
Grab pole.
Grab coat. What's that? Grab coat.
I don't understand grab.
Take pole. That's what it is. Take pole.
You take the pole. You now have a fishing pole.
Use pole.
You cannot use this item here. You're in a cottage. Exits are out. So pro tip, guys, back on the line. You're going to circle around a couple of times.
Look for a door.
You look and you see the door is wide open.
Go out.
You go out and are at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here. There's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in. You look at the rose bush. It's a nice rose bush. There's lots of roses on the rose bush blooming on a nice spring day.
Pick rose.
I don't understand peck. Yeah, you
Take rose.
You take the rose. You now have a rose.
Go south.
You go south and encounter a fishing pond. Exits are north.
Use pole.
You use the pole. Whoosh.
Bring the pole out of water.
I don't understand bring.
Reel it in.
I don't understand reel.
Come on. Wait patiently for a fish.
You wait.
Go back to cottage.
I don't understand back.
Take pole back. Try again.
I'll let you have it. You take the pole back.
Examine pole.
You examine the pole. It is a fishing pole used for fishing.
Get flask.
I don't understand flask.
Save game slot 1.
Saving game.
Go north.
You're not your help contour.
Game has been saved. You have 2 save slots remaining.
Go north.
You go north and encounter the crossroads. There's a rose bush here. There's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in. You go in. You are in the cottage. Exits are out.
Look.
You look around. It's a nice cottage. A cottage that you grew up with a very long time ago. Very warm and cozy, full of memories that you can go ahead and adore. You will gush about it on and on, but this is a late night panel, so I'm not.
Go out.
You go out. You're at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here. There's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in.
Go north.
You go north and on the winding path. You notice a very large tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
Go up.
You go up. You're on the top of a very, very tall tree. Exits are down.
Save game.
Saving game. Save complete. You have 1 save slot remaining.
Load, save, slot 1.
Loading game. Game loaded. Thank you. You are at the fishing pond. Exits are north. Unfortunately, you don't have your swim trunks on.
Examine pond.
You examine the pond. It's wet, and appears there's some fish there that way off in the distance.
Use pole.
You use the pole.
Wait.
You wait.
Help.
Accessing help menu. Thank you for playing Action Castle. This is a new adventure from Memento Mori Productions. In this quest, you are going to go into battle with the mysteries of Action Castle. General tips are as follows. Use identifiable keywords for navigation, such as up, down, in, out, north, south, east, west. Use, take, look, examine, inventory, and save, load, and quit. All these commands and maybe a few other ones will be available to you for use of Action Castle. We now return to your regularly progress game.
I swear to God, if anyone says quit.
You see a fish.
Take fish.
You can't take the fish.
Just try to follow.
Take your rod back and go north to the crossroads. There's a rose bush here, there's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in.
Go north.
You go north along the winding path. There's a tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
Go east.
You go east and encounter a bridge. Exits are east and west.
Cross bridge.
I don't understand cross.
Load save slot 2.
Loading save slot. Saves up loaded. You're on top of the tall tree. Exits are down.
Look.
You look. It's pretty high up here. There's lots of clouds and things. But you notice something at the end of this branch.
Go branch.
Unable to parse.
Examine barge.
Barge.
Spelled it.
Oh. Yeah, I got nothing for that. Sorry.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Save slot 1.
Not enough memory to delete save slot 1. Upgrade your computer to the new Apple II. Coming soon in 1986. Not enough memory to overwrite save slot 2. Upgrade your computer to the Apple II. Featured in 1986.
Examine branch.
You examine the branch and notice there's a large club-like shaped item towards the end of the branch. I will give it to you. You go, witty. You break off a part of the branch. You now have a branch.
Eat it. You know that word for a lovely branch.
You go down. You're along the winding path. There's a very large tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
South.
You go south. And you're at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here. There's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in.
Inventory?
You examine your inventory. Currently in your inventory, you have a fishing pole, a branch, a rose, and a lamp.
Load save slot 2.
Loading in. Save slot 2 loaded. You're on top of a very tall tree. Exits are down.
Jump from tree, life isn't worth it.
Thank you for playing Action Castle. Would you like to load your save state? Would you like to load your save state?
You say load too.
Loading 2. Game loaded. You're on top of a very tall tree. Exits are down.
Examine self.
You examine yourself and contemplate the meaning of life. Why are we here? Why am I in the middle of a really obscure text adventure game late at night at a convention? And you're just a program from 1985. You don't care.
Get the branch.
You get the branch. You now have a branch.
Somebody can say. Save slot 2.
Unable to overwrite save slot 2. Upgrade your computer to the Apple II, featured in 1986.
Examine lamp.
You examine the lamp. It is a nice lamp. Plenty of oil in here to be used.
Save slot 3.
Saving game. Save slots 3 has been saved. You have 0 save slots remaining. You go down, and along the winding path, there's a very tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up. You go east, and notice a bridge. Exits are east and west.
Go east.
You go east. Well, look what we have here. Coming out of nowhere, it appears to be a horrendous, hideous troll.
Troll wizard.
You got it.
Use branch.
You attempt to use the branch. The troll grabs it. What do you think you're gonna do? Hit me with that? Boom. Throws the branch back at your feet.
Load
Loading game. You're on the top of a very tall tree. Exits are down.
Cry softly to self.
Say that again.
Cry softly to self.
I don't understand cry.
Eat lamb.
You cannot eat that. It's too big to fit in your mouth.
Load slot 3.
Loading slot 3. Slot 3 loaded. You're on top of a very tall tree. Exits are down.
Down.
You go down and are along the winding path. Exits are south, east, and up.
Control Alt Delete.
Unknown command.
Upgrade computer.
You can upgrade your computer at your local CompuServe for an Apple II, featured in 1986.
South.
You go south and are at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here, there's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in.
South.
You go south and are at the fishing pond. Exits are north. You examine the lake. It's quite wet, and you might think you see a couple fishes there.
Use comb.
You use the pole.
You get a nibble.
I don't understand you.
Bait hook.
I don't understand bait.
Go north.
You take your pole back and go north to the crossroads. There's a rose bush here, there's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in.
Examine rose bush.
You examine the rose bush, and there's a lot of lovely roses there.
Hands in both of us.
I don't understand hand.
Go into cottage.
You go into the cottage. Exits are out.
Go out.
You go out. You're at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here. There's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in.
South.
You go south and are at the fishing pond. Exits are north.
North.
You go north. They're at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here. There's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in. You go north and are along the winding path. There's a very tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
East.
You go east and encounter a bridge.
Go east.
You go east. Well. What do we have here? It appears that a troll is blocking your path. Got it.
Give rose.
You present the rose to the troll. What hideous, disgusting thing is that? Slaps it away.
Gives a club.
What's that?
Gives a tree branch.
You present the branch. What are you, crazy or something?
Off you go.
Use lamp.
You can't use the lamp here. It's perfectly bright out.
Drink lamp.
I don't understand drink.
Go west.
There's a troll blocking your path. You cannot go west. Correction, thank you. The computer is old. You should upgrade it to the Apple II, featured in 1986. You go west and encounter the winding path. There's a very tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
East.
You go east and you see a bridge. There's currently a troll in the middle of it. Exits are east and west. You talk to the troll. About what?
Give the troll a hug.
You talk to Troll. About what?
Ask Troll.
Say again?
Ask Troll about club.
You ask the Troll about the club. It appears to be some stick.
West.
You go west and along the winding path. There's a very tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up. You go south and right at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here. There's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in. Loading game. Game loaded. You're on the top of a very tall tree. Exits are down.
Go down.
You go down. You're at the winding path. There's a tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
East.
You go east and notice a bridge. Exits are east and west.
Go west.
You go west or along the winding path. There's a tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
Go south.
You go south and then encounter the crossroads. There's a rose bush here. There's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in.
Go south.
You go south. They're at the fishing pond. Exits are north.
Use pole.
You use the pole. Whoosh.
Real pole.
I don't understand real.
Club fish.
You attempt to club the fish. You missed.
North.
You go north, reeling in your fishing pole. You're at the crossroads. Exits are north, south, and in.
Pick all roses.
You already have a rose. Why do you want to destroy the rose bush, man? Really? Come on.
Look at his hair.
North.
You go north and are along the winding path. There's a very tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
Go east.
You go east and encounter a bridge. Exits are east and west.
East.
You go east. Well. A troll blocks your path.
Give middle finger.
This game has been approved by the Parents Against Bad Language.
Quit.
You quit the game. Thank you for playing Action Castle. Would you like to load a save game?
Yes. Slot 3.
Loading game. You're on top of a very tall tree. Exits are down.
Use rose on fishing pole.
You cannot combine these items.
Look around.
You look around, it's a pretty high place here. There's lots of clouds, a couple birds. You contemplate the meaning of life, and how the hell are you just simply go around in circles over and over and over again with no apparent reason.
Load save 1.
Loading game.
Don't be fun.
You're at the fishing lake. Exits are north.
Go north.
You go north, they're at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here, there's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in.
Go in.
You go in to the cottage. Exits are out.
Out.
You go out and are at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here, there's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in. Go south. You go south and are at the fishing pond. Exits are north. You go north and are at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here, there's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in. You go south and are at the fishing pond. Exits are north.
Go north.
You go north, they're at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here, there's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in. You go north and along the winding path. There's a very tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
Democracy.
I don't understand democracy.
Load state 3.
Loading game. Game has been loaded. You go down and along the winding path. There's a very tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up. You go east and notice a bridge. Exits are east and west.
Burn Bridge.
I don't understand burn. You got it. You go east. Well, what do we have here? Troll appears on the bridge.
Quit.
You quit the game. Thank you for playing Action Castle. Would you like to load a save slot?
No.
Slot 1, damn it.
Would you like to load a save slot? Loading slot 1. Game loaded. You're at the fishing lake. Exits are north.
Use pole.
You use the pole.
Take fish.
There's no fish to take.
Keep catching fish.
Wait.
You wait.
Wait.
You wait. Ding, ding. You notice some action on your fishing pole. I don't understand pole.
That's an inventory piece.
You take the pole. The pole's returned back into your inventory.
Check pole.
You check the pole. It still works. You use the pole. You wait. You wait. Ding, ding. You notice some action on the pole.
Wait.
You wait. Two. You look down at your feet. It appears that you have caught a fish. You now have a fish. You take the fish. You still have a fish.
Examine prize.
There's no prize to examine here. You examine the fish. It appears to be a trout.
North.
You go north and are at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here. There's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in.
North.
You go north and appear to be on the winding path. There's a very tall tree here. Exits are east, south, and up. You go up. You're at the top of a very tall tree. Exits are down. You go down. You're on the winding path. Exits are south, east, and up. You go east and encounter a bridge. Exits are east and west. You go east. What do we have here? Troll appears on the bridge.
Give trout.
I don't understand trouts.
Give fish to troll.
You give the fish to the troll. What do we have here? Yoink! The fish snatches out of your hand before you can react, and the troll goes underneath the bridge where it once came. You go east, and it appears that you have reached Action Castle. You entered the castle and are now in the courtyard. In the courtyard, there appears to be a guard guarding a door, as guards would do. Exit Exits are north, south, east, and west.
Approach guard.
I don't understand approach.
Talk to guard.
About what?
What he's posted there for.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm here to guard this castle. The king is currently not here. He told me to guard this castle until he returns. He hasn't returned yet. That is why I'm here. Whoa, buddy. I'm guarding the castle. I just told you that. You cannot go in the castle.
North.
You go north. Going up a tower. Boom. There appears to be a door in your way.
Open door.
The door's locked.
Ask troll for help.
There's no troll here.
Check sanity.
30 over 60.
Go south.
You go south. You are in the courtyard of Action Castle. There's a guard here. Exits are north, east, south, and west.
Check inventory.
You check your inventory. Currently in your inventory, you have a fishing pole and a limp.
Because we loaded from slave slot 1.
Go
No, we didn't have it in the first one. Right after.
Oh, whoa, buddy! I just told you I'm guarding the castle. You can't come in here.
Offer night atonement.
I don't understand offer.
You got it.
Exit the castle.
Unknown command.
Threaten guard.
Oh, wow, you're a whip.
Yeah, right in the
Back in guard.
Go east.
Whoa, buddy. Okay, you're really funny, man. No, you're not getting in. No.
Hit guard with lamp.
The lamp is very delicate. You don't want to break that.
Go south.
You go south. It's very dark in here. There appears to be steps leading to somewhere.
Use land.
You use the lamp. The lamp turns on. You can see your way. Exits are north and south.
North.
You go north and appear to be in the courtyard of Action Castle. There's a guard here. Exits are north, east, south, and west.
Go south.
You go south and are in the corridor. The lamp leading the way shows that you can go north and south. You go south and appear to enter the dungeon. Dark, mysterious, murky. There's a skeleton on the wall for some apparent reason, and he's shackled there. You would think it would fall off at some point. However, while looking around, a ghost appears in front of you.
Talk ghost.
About what?
About life.
Save her. Ooh. The ghost moves closer.
Save who?
Unable to save game. All 3 slots are used. Save her. Ooh, the ghost moves closer.
Say XYZZY. You play closet here.
Unable to parse. Copyright infringement.
Hit ghost with lamp.
I don't understand hints. Ooh, the ghost is really close.
Go north.
You go north. You are at the courtyard of Action Castle. There's a guard here. Exits are north, south, east, and west.
Club guard.
I don't understand club.
Did it earlier.
Proclaim yourself as king.
Oh my goodness! I haven't had a quick laugh in this long.
Ask Guard about King.
The king? Well, he resided over all these lands several years ago. Took it from the great and made it a peaceful territory. He's left the castle, went somewhere. I don't know if he came back yet, but I checked in there. I didn't see anyone back there. So I'm assuming he's not here.
West.
You go west and are at the bridge. Exit are east and west. You go west and along the winding path. There's a tall tree here. Exits are up, south, and east. You go up. You're at the top of a very tall tree. Exits are down.
Get the branch, inspect the branch.
You inspect the branch and notice a large piece that you can acquire.
Take branch.
You take the branch. You now have a branch.
Go down.
You go down and are along the winding path. Exits are up, south, and east.
East.
You go east and are at the bridge. 1985 software. Exits are east and west.
East.
You go east and are in the courtyard of Action Castle. There's a guard here. Exits are north, south, east, and west.
South.
You go south into the dark dells of the dungeon. Ooh, a ghost appears.
Ask Ghost about the girl.
Save her. Ooh, the ghost moves closer.
Inspect ghost.
You inspect the ghost. You can see right through him in his cheap facade that he is. Clearly dead. Not sure how long, but clearly dead. It appears that he's wearing something, but you can't tell what. Ooh, the ghost moves closer.
Wait.
You wait. Ooh, the ghost is really close.
Use stick on ghost.
All right. And go went right through him. The ghost reaches out and touches you. You fall down, collapsing by the touch of death. Thank you for playing Action Castle. Would you like to load a game?
Slot 2.
Loading game.
You gotta get the fish again.
Slot 2 loaded. You're on top of a very... Try that again. You're on top of a very tall tree and sit down.
Examine branch.
You examine the branch. It looks like you can go ahead and take it.
Take branch.
You go take the branch. You now have a branch.
Go down.
You go down along the winding path. There's a very tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
South.
You go south and enter the crossroads. There's a rose bush here, there's a cottage here. Exits north, south, and in.
Check inventory. Oh.
You check your inventory. You currently have a fishing pole, a lamp, a branch, and that's it.
Take a rose.
You take the rose. You now have a rose.
Go south.
You go south and are at the fishing pond. Exits are north.
Use rod.
Whoosh.
Wait.
You wait. You wait. Ding, ding, ding. You notice something at the end of the line.
Wait.
Ding. It appears that you have caught a fish. You now have a fish.
Go north.
You go north. You're at the crossroads. There's a rose bush here. There's a cottage here. Exits are north, south, and in.
Go north.
You go north along the winding path. There's a tall tree here. Exits are south, east, and up.
This is not basement.
You go east and encounter a bridge.
Go east.
You go east. Well, what do we have here? A troll appears on the bridge.
Give fish to troll.
You give the fish to the troll. Ooh, my favorite! And the troll promptly goes under the bridge.
Go east.
You go east. Congratulations, you have reached the gates of Action Castle. You enter the courtyard of Action Castle. There's a guard here. Exits are north, south, east, and west.
South.
You go south into a dark hallway. Exits are north. You use the lamp. It lights up the way. Exits are north and south.
South.
You go south into the dungeon. Apparently a skeleton's hanging up by the shackles. We don't know why. Ooh, a ghost appears.
Examine skeleton.
You examine the skeleton. It's quite dead. Yeah, looks like it's part of the background that you can't interact with. Ooh, the ghost moves closer. About what?
About girl.
Save her! Ooh, the ghost moves closer.
Evade ghost.
I don't understand evade.
Give rose to ghost.
You present the roast. The ghost does nothing. The ghost does nothing. Ooh, the ghost is really close.
Get out of there. Pull out, pull
Go
out.
north and for the love of God, save slot 4.
You go north and are in the courtyard of Action Castle. There's a guard here. Exits are north, south, east, west.
South.
You go south and enter the dungeon. Ooh, a ghost appears.
Save slot 4.
All save slots filled. Upgrade your computer to an Apple II featured in 1986.
Call Ghostbusters.
I don't understand call.
Go north.
You go north or in the courtyard. Exits north, south, east, west. Guard's still there.
West.
You go west and are at the bridge. Exits are east and west.
East.
You go east or in the courtyard of Action Castle. Guard is still there, north, south, east, west. You go north and climb the tower. There appears to be a door in your way.
Inspect gone.
You inspect the door. It's quite locked.
Go south.
You go south. You're in the courtyard of Action Castle. North, south, east, west. Guard's still there.
Ask the guard about the ghost.
What, you believe in that stupid poppycock? There's no such thing as ghosts!
Hey, this guy.
There's a ghost literally
Examine
like
courtyard.
50 feet away from you.
You examine the courtyard. It appears to be, well, quite empty. It looks like there was many people that were once here at one time. Various tools, implements, items to be strewn about. You notice that there's a door leading up a tower, a trap door going down underneath the castle itself, and a guard guarding the door.
Hit guard with branch.
You take the branch out and club the guard over his head. Boom! The branch disintegrates, crumbling in your hands. The guard looks at you, tilts his head, and falls over, passed out.
Inspect guard body.
You take a look at the guard. He's quite passed out. He's clearly alive, but quite passed out. However, you notice a key ring. You take the keys. You now have the keys.
Go north.
You go north. You climb the tower, and there's a locked door here.
Use key.
You use the key. The door is unlocked. The door opens. You walk in, and it appears, for some strange reason, that this is a holding cell of some sort. Not the ones that you used to see. It's much more luxurious. A bed, four-post, satin, a nice big window with bars. And then you notice, off to the glance, that appears to be a woman looking out the window.
Inspect woman.
You inspect the woman. She gazes in a long, dark stare, looking out.
Give rose. It's a woman.
You present the rose. Oh, how sweet.
Talk woman about ghost.
What do you mean a ghost? There's no such thing as ghosts.
Inquire about her imprisonment.
I don't understand inquire.
Talk to her about being in this room.
Well, I've been up here for a while. I lost count a while ago. I'm kind of stuck here. Besides you, the guard typically comes up here to annoy me. I've just been looking out this window, waiting for the Prince Charming to come and rescue me.
Say, I am Prince Charming.
No, you're not.
Take woman.
What do you think I am, some kind of floozy?
Inspect the cage.
There is no cage to inspect here.
Sleep.
You can't sleep yet. You're on an adventure.
Sleep when you're dead.
Guess woman.
What do you think I am, some kind of floozy?
Ask woman about the king.
Oh, my father. What a poor, poor man. He went out, went to many wars, conquered all the lands, and then one day, out of nowhere, I get thrown up here against my will, locked up for a long time. One asshole guard kept me imprisoned here. After looking out the window, I noticed that my father, the king, stabbed in the back by that asshole, died. back into the courtyard. The guard pushed his body down into the dungeon, shackled it up, and walked away. That dick.
South.
You go south and enter the courtyard of Action Castle. The guard's quite passed out. Exits are north, south, east, and west.
East.
You go east. The door's locked.
Use key?
You use the key. The door opens. You enter the great dining hall. Several adornments appear on these tables. A lot of flatware, some silverware. You notice the mantle on the back wall. Exits are east and west.
Examine mantle.
You examine the mantle. It's very ornate and luxurious. There appears to be a picture of the king himself above the mantle. You notice that there appears to also be a candle on the mantle.
Take candle.
You take the candle. You now have a candle. You go east and enter the throne room. Exits are west.
West.
You go west and are in the great dining hall. Exits are east and west.
West.
McAfee offers antivirus software for your computer. You are in the courtyard of Action Castle. We're southeast west. You go south and enter the dungeon. Ooh, a ghost appears.
Use candle.
The candle's lit. Nothing happens. Ooh, the ghost moves closer.
Talk about saving girl.
Save her. Ooh, the ghost moves closer.
South.
Unable to go south. Exits are north.
North.
You go north and are in the courtyard of Action Castle. North, south, east, west.
Go north.
You go north, climbing the tower. It appears that you have reached the top of the tower. There is a beautiful woman here. Exits are south.
Give candle to woman.
You present the candle. Oh, that was my father's candle. When he was here, he had a great warlock go and give that to him as a gift, saying, "Here." He didn't say much after that, though.
Go south.
You're in the courtyard, north, south, east, west.
South.
You're in the dungeon. Whoop, goes to Pierce.
Light candle.
You light the candle. Nothing happens. Goes closer.
Give candle.
You present the candle. It does nothing. The ghost moves closer.
Here.
There and everywhere. I don't understand. Hold.
North.
You're in the courtyard, north, south, east, west.
East.
You go east and are in the great dining hall. Exits are east and west.
East.
You go east and are in the throne room. Exits are west. You examine the throne. It is a quite beautiful, jewel-encrusted, gold-plated throne, fit for a king and a queen.
Sit on the throne.
You can't sit on the throne here. You're not royalty.
Become king.
I don't understand become.
Not Game of Thrones.
Go west.
You go west and are in the great dining hall. This is our east and west.
West.
You go west and are in the courtyard of Action Castle. North, south, east, west.
North.
You go north and are in the top of the tower with what appears to be a princess. Scissors. Down. You go down, you're in the courtyard, north, south, east, west.
South.
You go south and enter the dungeon. Ooh, a ghost appears. You go north and are in the courtyard, north, south, east, west. You go north and you're in the top of the tower where there's a princess there, exits her down.
Tell princess about guard.
What, really? You actually beat him? Ha ha! Take me parts. Well, that's good. At least Prince Charming's gonna have an easier way to rescue me.
Save princess.
Unable to save game. All save slots full. Upgrade your computer to Apple II. Featured in Edge Matrix.
Rescue princess.
Rescue Princess. Ask Princess to join me.
I appreciate the sentiment being around someone beautiful like me, but I'm waiting for Prince Charming. And in the Prince's Handbook, Spy Rule 14B, I must be locked up in the tower, wait for the prince to come up, call him my hero, and then we can go off on our merry way.
South.
You go south, you're in the courtyard, or southeast west. You go east, you're in the great dining hall, exits are east and west.
East.
You're in the throne room, exits are west. You look around. There's no crown here.
West.
You go west, great dining hall, exits are east and west. You're in the courtyard, north, south, east, west.
South.
You go south, enter the dungeon. Woohoo! Goes there. You examine the dungeon. Dark, dank, scary, stereotypical dungeon. Woohoo! Goes moves closer. Warning, warning. Your free trial version of Action Castle expires in 10 minutes.
Go north.
You go north, you're in the courtyard of Action Castle. North, south, east, west.
Go south.
You're in the dungeon. Ghost appears.
Light candle.
You light the candle.
Wait 3.
You wait. Woohoo! Goes Miss Loser.
Just wait. Like the fish. We did that thing. We did this already. Die. No. Candle is lit.
And we saved her.
You go north. You're in the courtyard. North, south, east, west.
East.
Great dining hall. East, west.
East.
Throne room. There's a throne here. You go west. Great dining hall. East, west. Courtyard. North, south, east, west.
There's got to be something more
What about the dining room? We didn't really have that, did we?
Yeah, we did, that's where we found the candle.
Ah,
Yeah, we did.
You know what? Really, sometimes I say we tell them we want the candle.
at this point, yeah. YOLO!
You go south and enter the dungeon. Woo-hoo-hoo, goes to Pierce.
Use the candle on ghost.
You use the candle. It does nothing. Woo-hoo-hoo, goes much closer.
Light candle.
It's already lit.
Wait.
You wait. Woo-hoo-hoo, goes much closer. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ghost is really, really, really close.
Buy full version.
You can purchase the full version of Action Castle on MomentoMori.com. Also on Drive-Thru RPGs, part of the Parsley series.
Say, I saved her.
Ooh.
The princess.
Ooh.
Princess Minerva.
Ooh.
I think all you can say is, woo!
2 minutes.
Give lit candle to ghost.
You present the candle to the ghost. It does nothing. The ghost starts to reach out.
Wait.
You run out of the dungeon and go north to the courtyard, or southeast west. You go north. Princess room.
Ask Princess her name.
I'm the princess. Princess, what do you expect?
Go south.
Courtyard, or southeast west.
We have made.
You go south, you're in the dungeon. Woo! Goes to Pierce.
Use walkthrough.
Unable to connect to server.
Light candle.
You light the candle. Woo, woo, woo. The ghost moves closer. So close, guys.
I say princess.
Unable to save game. You've used all your save slots. Woo, woo, woo. Ghost moves closer.
I saved Princess.
Who?
Your daughter.
Stay here.
I don't understand here.
Examine ghost.
The ghost, you can see right through him, is quite dead. You can barely parse it out, but it appears that the ghost is wearing something. Ooh, the ghost moves closer.
Examine what the ghost is wearing.
The ghost appears to be wearing the final clothing outfit that he once had before he died. An ornate cape, a beautiful scepter, and a crown.
Take crown.
You attempt to take the crown. You miss. Woo-hoo-hoo. The ghost reaches out.
Exit.
Wait, we got up in it.
Take crown.
You attempt to take the crown. You miss. The ghost touches you. And you fall over dead. Valiant effort, adventurers. We have reached our time limit for this panel. Thank you for adventuring into Action So you want to know the answer?
Yes.
You didn't examine the candle at any point during the adventure, did you? If you did, you would have noticed that there was a piece of paper around the candle.
I'll look like my Miss Rules now? What?
This rules. No, this makes sense.
There's a scroll on the candle that's got magic on it. Yeah. You can find out what
So in all seriousness, guys, you have fun doing this? All right, so you want me to actually submit this next year? All right, well, on the off chance someone actually wrote this shit down, I didn't notice anyone doing that, I have a couple other scenarios that we can do. Oh, you did. You're the smart one. See, congratulate this man. He was the smart one that wrote it down. But yes, it is part of a series called the Parsley series. MementoMori.com is where you can buy it if you want. And it's also available in Drive-By RPGs. The author of it is Jake Sorensen, and he created various modules in different scenarios that are point-and-click adventures. This is considered an easy one. Notice air quotes. I ran this a total of 5 times. The success rate was 1. You have done better than the median. Your final score was 90 out of 100.